has finally happened. One of the biggest questions in football history has finally been answered. What would an ambidextrous quarterback look like? What's poppin', everybody? Hope you're having a super blessed day and welcome back to SharpeSports. And today we're gonna be taking a look at least to my knowledge, the world's first ambidextrous quarterback coming out of Bellevue East High School, Mikey Gow, who is a class of 2025 QB. Now, Mikey recently just blew up because he looks to be the first truly official ambidextrous quarterback. Do y'all know what that means for the game of football? That means that you can leave a like with not only your left hand, but also your right hand. And while you're down there, you might as well hit that subscribe button because we're on the road to 300K, and this is the spot you come and find all of the best high school prospects before they even get off to college. And with all that being said, let's see what the world's first truly ambidextrous quarterback is looking like on the field. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's see what the first true ambidextrous quarterback is looking like on the field. So he was a starter for his varsity team as a freshman. So, all right, so it looks like he's defaulting to the right hand. I don't know if he was actually experimenting throwing righty and lefty during the season. On that IG post, he was able to rip it both right and left hand very effortlessly. I wonder if he defaults to right and then he could throw it lefty if he needs to. Just let it fly lefty. Let it fly lefty just for the one time. He's got a strong arm though, especially for a freshman. Hey, yo, comment down below how much of an advantage do you think that it is? Because it's clearly an advantage, but how much of an advantage do you think it is for a quarterback to be able to throw it both right and left-handed? And do you also think that that is going to start becoming more of a norm? Because I mean, we've already seen an ambidextrous pitcher in the major leagues. We've been seeing switch hitters in baseball. I could really see ambidextrous quarterbacks becoming the wave. Especially with just how early parents are starting to really emphasize training for their kids' sports. You're gonna start seeing a lot more. Ooh, sit them down. Jeez, great catch and good hit. That's just a good football play. But you're gonna see a lot more parents really teaching their kids how to throw it righty and lefty just to try and give them a bigger advantage. I'm sorry for everybody who might be feeling disappointed right now. I want to see him throw it left-handed so badly in a game. I want to see him do it so bad. But as we can see from the IG post, he actually can legit throw it lefty. Like, he could really spin it. Like, when he was throwing it righty and lefty, I couldn't tell what was his actual strong arm. As we can clearly see, he's throwing it more righty. But I want to see if he's comfortable enough throwing left-handed in a game. Because if you're able to roll out right to the right and to the left of equally, man, especially if he adds a type of like some scrambling to his game, yo, he is going to be unstoppable. But I mean, as a right-handed quarterback, he can also spin it too. I mean, as a freshman, his mechanics are very sound. He has a very, very compact throwing motion. It's quick. He really just has to work on his arm strength and then keep in a tight spiral. Those are the two things I've seen. He's able to get the ball down the field, but sometimes that ball starts to flutter a little bit. And then, yeah, he has to work on just getting stronger and driving that ball downfield. But obviously, I mean, right now what I want to see is just the throwing mechanics. You could work on the spiral and you can work on arm strength as you just naturally just develop as an athlete. But if he's able to spin it effectively, both right-handed and left-handed, even a little bit, like even if his left hand is like 10 yards weaker than his right, that's still a ridiculous advantage. Now here's another question. Do y'all think that it's going to be a disadvantage? Because, I mean, as it's already hard enough to play quarterback, but then if you have to practice throwing it both right-handed and left-handed equally, do you think that would take away from your ability at being just good at one of them? Or he could just throw shovel passes out here. Let's go. Okay, he's rolling out to his left. Is he rolling out to his left? No, just throw it left-handed. We want to see it. That's what we all came here for. I thought we had it. You're rolling out to your left. Just keep on rolling out, bro. Just trust it. Nah, don't square back up. Just throw it left-handed, bro. You overthrew him anyway, so you might as well just try it lefty. Oh, you didn't overthrow him. You just dropped it. That was a good throw, actually. But man, that's what we came here to see, bro. We just want to see if you can throw it both right-handed and left-handed in a game. I also wonder if that's something that he's been practicing during the offseason, because he might have just really started. I mean, obviously, he probably had some natural ambidextrous talent, but I wonder if that's something that he really started to like double down on this offseason going into next. I mean, he's going into his sophomore year, so he has plenty of time to develop his overall talent. But I mean, again, the mechanics are there. He has a nice compact throwing motion. He's not wasting a lot of motion. Another thing is I want to see him a little bit calmer in the pocket. There's a lot of times where there's pressure in his face, but not like that badly, and he's kind of like leaning back, and he's not standing in the pocket and just letting it rip. Well, that is what potentially the world's first ambidextrous quarterback is looking like on the field. We didn't see any throws where he made a throw with his left hand, so I can't officially call him the world's first ambidextrous quarterback, but we all saw that Instagram post. We all know that he could throw it left-handed. Now, the real thing is we have to see him do it in a game. We're going to have to keep a real close eye on Mikey Gow, because if he is able to throw it with his left hand, even somewhat effectively, he is going to change the way that football is played, especially the quarterback position, forever. And I'm not even exaggerating that. It was already this crazy thing when, you know, we've had our first couple left-handed quarterbacks make it to the NFL. But if he is able to truly throw it both hands, be fully ambidextrous, there is going to be a whole wave of quarterbacks coming through who are able to throw it right-handed and left-handed. Like, I cannot stress how important that is. I mean, think of like Kyler Murray's throw versus the Bills when it was the Cardinals versus the Bills, like that DeAndre Hopkins amazing catch play. If he would have been a lefty, that throw wouldn't have had to been so hard. I mean, obviously he made the throw, which is even more impressive. But he was rolling out to his left. He wouldn't have had to completely flip open his hips and then let it fly. He could have just let it go like a normal right-handed rollout. So, hey, Mikey Gow, you're gonna have to keep an eye on you, because you could be the future of football. But I want to hear from y'all. Comment down below what you guys think of Mikey Gow overall as a prospect, as a quarterback. I mean, if he can't throw it left-handed in the game, what do you guys think of him as an overall prospect? I think that he is a 3-star prospect as of right now. I think obviously that depends on if he gets a little bit bigger, but I want to see him spin the ball just a little bit more effective, you know, keep it a little bit tighter of a spiral. And I want to see him standing just a little bit taller in the pocket, not being so quickly to throw it off that back foot. But he has great mechanics, and he has a relatively strong arm for his age. So overall, he is a very promising prospect in the class of 2025. Alrighty, yo. So be sure to leave this video a like, comment down below any other players that you want me to take a look at, and be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 300K, and we'll be putting you on to all of the future college football stars while they're still developing. So with that being said, I love and appreciate all y'all, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Ciao.